Alexa, turn on the lights.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off my alarm.
Your next 5:30 a.m. alarm is canceled. Would you like to cancel this alarm for every day?
No.
Okay.
My gosh. Good morning. I find that sometimes it's really nice to wake up before your alarm because then it feels like you're dictating your day rather than this piece of technology dictating your day. And I had gotten up a little bit ago to go to the bathroom, and ever since then, my mind is just racing with ideas. So, um, if it's not too early, sometimes just get up. Oh, maybe I should have stayed in bed. All right, good morning. Today we are going to do a day in the life of someone trying to take care of themselves when it comes to weight management and really implement a plan that will have long-term success. I'm just at the beginning of this. I've tried many times before, and I really want this to be the moment where we really change those I gotta try to do this, I gotta try to do that, into just like habits, just things that I do or things that I would like to do to become habitual so I don't have to think so much about it. So it's not an everyday decision and struggle with myself. The first one of those things is to exercise before I start my day. So let's get the day going. Like have a very good relationship with exercise. I think that I know that I need it. I know it's good for you. It's a preventative measure as just an overall health measure. But I think it's sometimes challenging to find something that you get excited to do every day. I go back and forth between going to the gym, working out at home. And the thing that's the most convenient right now is working out at home. So we're on Les Mills TV app. I feel like a dance workout today. It's Friday. I kind of want to like dance a little bit. So I'm going to my favorites. See if there's any dance workouts in here. Okay, 23-minute body jam. And listen, it doesn't have to be a long time. Like I think that when people start exercising, they go from like 0 to 1,000, which is unsustainable. Baby steps. This week is the first week I've consistently exercised. Most every day. I think there was one day where I just went for like a walk. But like it doesn't have to be 60 minutes. The recommendation is 150 minutes per week. But if you can't do that, like don't set yourself up for failure. Do something smaller, more bite-sized, more attainable. And the other recommendations to include 2 to 3 weeks of strength training. I've already done 2 days of strength training, so we're gonna do a little dance workout today and have some fun with that. Dude, don't underestimate dancing. That was fun and also hard. As someone who like led a dance team in college for 4 years, I'm a little embarrassed by what that's gonna look like. I just feel so stiff. my muscles, and I feel like if I was gonna do this too hard, I would have pulled the back muscle. But that was really fun. Got my heart rate up, sweating a little bit. That's the point of exercise. It's supposed to be enjoyable. And so really got to find things that you don't hate and lean into those things. So I've got a little bit of extra time this morning. So I was trying to use up the vegetables that I bought last week that are going to go bad. The zucchini was a little sad, so I threw them in the air fryer. And the kale also only lasts a week. After having made all of this, I'm not very hungry. I was a little hungry when I woke up, but I think it's because I really haven't been drinking much water. Because I'm finding that I'm full quite easily now, or just not as hungry, although I do feel a little hungry. So I'm not sure if I should eat so that I don't avoid getting hangry, so that I avoid getting hangry later, versus I don't want to be like fasting. That's not the point of this. I talk about having a lot of excitement around my food, and I made this because I had to make it because of the vegetables going bad, and I'm not like super excited to eat it. But hopefully with some dressing, some tahini dressing on it, it will get more exciting. This is probably the most vegetables I've eaten in a meal this week. I've been trying to be very, just planning, like having a plan versus actually trying to eat more veggies. I think I actually had wraps the majority of the week. So anything I don't eat now, I'll just wrap up and bring it for lunch and have it later. But yeah, I'm just not feeling very hungry, which is a definite change from what I've experienced before. Typically, I'm always hungry. I'm always perseverating around what I'm going to eat next, when I'm going to eat next. A lot of eating when I see food just because I'm triggered by it. And I've found that I've really not had that be the experience this week. And I kind of think it's a placebo effect of the GLP-1, because typically, from what I know from like other meds, the starting dose is something you just use to get your body used to the medicine and see if you're going to have any side effects before you actually titrate up to a dose that's effective, like a minimum effective dose. I don't think the 2.5 milligram dose of tirzepatide is an effective dose. I think that most of the studies I've seen where you have people having a significant amount of weight loss, I think it's from the 15 milligram dose. And so this could just all be like placebo. And a lot of drugs work that way. Like you're doing something, and so you're just like, you're having everything else fall in line. And then someone told me, like, especially with like antidepressants, if the patient doesn't think it's going to work for them, it likely won't work. And so there has to be a little bit of that like belief that it will work. So I will come back to you about whether or not the starter dose of this medicine is an effective dose, because you also see that in the studies they've got placebo, and those people do lose a little bit of weight. It's just not the substantial like 20-30%. Maybe it's like 2, 3, 4, 5%. So it could just be that happening. Oh man, I cooked these eggs to crap. They are basically plastic. Whoops. It's 12:20 p.m. I was able to come home, walk the dog, and then warm up some meal prep. I got butternut squash. I was like really lazy. I found once that if you bake it really well, you don't even have to peel it. So I've been doing that from now on and been eating the peel, and nothing bad has happened to me. So butternut squash, roasted baby tomatoes, green onion, that's wrong, red onion, bell pepper. I also roasted some lemon. I've got kale, just sort of like broken up. And then I've got sardines as my protein. Yeah, and I'm gonna enjoy this in front of the TV. I spend a lot of my meals distracted. I'm watching TV, I'm working, I'm reading. I'm not actually focusing on the meal, and that's been one thing that I know I should change. And back in January of 2024, when I spent like a lot of effort focusing on my meals, I actually was able to drop like 10 pounds. And so I know that's an element that has been successful for me in the past. It's just, it like, when you're so used to like eating in front of a TV, it's like habitual, and you have to get out of that habit and really focus on the food. But I would always focus on how hungry I am before. I'm like maybe a 4 right now. Like, what did I eat? What did I like about the meal? What did I not like about the meal? And like how satisfied I was with the meal afterward. And like being really in tune with those things helped me realize what are the things I actually enjoy eating, what are the things that like bum me out, and trying to focus on those like those joyful moments of the meal. But I am gonna watch a little bit of TV because I need a break. I've got clinic this afternoon, and I just want to like decompress for a little bit. So this is the lunch for today. Well, man, that's right. So I'm ending this video in the same exact pose that I started it. It's late at night, 11:12. I ended up going to a work gathering after work. I had 2 glasses of wine. I had like 2 crackers with baked feta on them. I had like 5 1-ounce things of panna cotta, and then we went out again to another place, and there I had bites of pork belly, bites of sausage, bites of, I had 1 fried pickle. Why do people like fried pickles? I don't get it. And half a beignet. So the last part of the day, you could say, was not very weight management friendly, and it's interesting because I didn't really go into it thinking, oh, I should eat dinner before. I kind of was just in the moment, and I think that before I would have been worried about making sure that I don't go overboard. And there was food there, and it was around, and I ate stuff that looked good, but I didn't like stuff my face. I didn't take home a doggy bag. I kind of just use the food as a social vehicle rather than having the food like take over my thoughts. So yeah, I don't feel unproud of the way I behaved around food today. I feel like it was normal behavior rather than eating everything I could see in sight and overeating. I think I did a normal amount of eating. It feels like a lot because it wasn't like I'm unable to quantify it as like a total meal, but I think my attitude towards it tonight was different. So I don't feel stuffed. I don't feel overstuffed. I didn't eat past like comfortably full. So I overall feel like that was a better experience than I've had in the past where I would perseverate around the options that would be available. And that's what I wanted. I don't want to be worried about it anymore. I want to just have a better normal relationship with food. So that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.